Have a look at Dave.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, I was going
You guys ready?
Perfect. Here we go.
Platform Volume 2, joined here with Hyclass, who is Perth's most sought-after female rapper, is what I'm hearing.
I just paid my manager very well.
You paid the publicist to write that?
To write those beautiful words, yeah.
How are you, though? We're stoked to have you a part of the show and the movement.
Thank you.
And, being someone that has performed so much in Perth, what's Perth music scene like right now, do you believe?
It's really, it's growing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's really diverse as well.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing a lot of young people just really going for it. And it's great because, yeah, it's inspiring to me. And it just helps elevate everyone's kind of game and, and just check on each other as well.
What inspires you to continue to, produce such a high quality of music and rap and perform? You've been doing it for a while now. What gets you every day to go, all right, let me keep going, let me keep growing?
I'm just passionate about music. I'm passionate about rapping. I'm passionate about hip-hop. And it's just a feeling I get every time. I know it's corny, but it's true.
Nothing's corny if it's true.
It's true, but it's a little cheesy, but it's true. It's like every time I get on the microphone, I get in front of a crowd and I get, on the stage, something just lights up inside of me.
Mm-hmm.
And now I want that feeling every time. So that really pushes me, just that adrenaline and that rush. And it's great. It's a privilege, to be able to express yourself and have other people there along with you. Yeah, so...
Platform's all about, putting artists on the stage and sharing a stage with, experienced artists, but then also new artists that are coming up as well, which is, the real reasoning kind of behind Platform. Yeah. Has there been any moments in your career so far where you've really learnt something very important about your stage presence or about performing that you take into what you do now?
Big time. That's why I tell a lot of other, I guess, performers and new and up and coming performers. I always tell them it's all about practice. It's all about experience and just getting out there, taking every opportunity you get, because the more you do it, the more you ease into it, the confidence builds. And yeah, it's so important. It's one thing to be able to write and record your music and do all of that. But taking it, ultimately, at the end, you want to take it to the people.
Mm-hmm.
And to do that, you need to be able to get in front of a crowd and get comfortable with that. Because it is a lot. The whole thing was very daunting. But once you do it once and then you keep going, it just becomes a good time, and you just start to get into it. I relax now more.
Yeah.
Because like I said, the more we do it, you relax into it. And it's just it's go time,
Is there one kind of performance that, stands out in your mind of you walked off and you were that was the most amazing experience or I absolutely nailed exactly how you wanted to do it?
Yeah. Oh, there's been a handful.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, just up yourself
there's definitely not just one.
There's not just one, but there was one in particular, and it was kind of early on into me because I had always been performing with a crew, playing bands or playing with my family, and coming out and doing it on my own was just always so scary for me.
Yeah.
Even though I loved it and I was yeah, let's go, know. But I was just silently always shitting myself all the time. But then I did this one show and it was on my own with the bands, and yeah, I just went for it, and it was all my family and friends were wow, we've never seen you perform like that before.
Yeah.
And I think it was just I just had to let go and realize, look, this is what you love to do. At the end of the day, this is what you're passionate about. Yeah. Just go with it, Stop doubting or getting in your head about everything. Just go for it. And I did. I just took off somewhere else, and and it was amazing. So I always try to remember that.
Yeah.
Every time I.
What do you do now to try to level up each next performance? Like I know I was reading that you had performed with the WA Jazz Youth Orchestra, which your sound and with that in the backing, I feel like would be absolutely amazing to hear.
Yeah.
Was that something that you pushed yourself to do, to kind of do something different out of the box?
Yeah, definitely. I was just very blessed, to be able to have that opportunity, because I just the guy who actually was the conductor or the organizer, I knew through a friend, and he was like, look, I really want you to do this. I don't think if I had met him I would have had that opportunity come. So I was very lucky. And then I thought, yeah, man, that's every hip hop MC's dream, to hear a full 12-piece orchestra, horns, strings, just playing your music. It's what the hell? And I was like, yes, of course. And I just went for it. And that's one thing I learned as well. Just say, people say, don't say yes to everything. But I feel like when you're starting out, and you'll know when something's a fit and not a fit. But I was just like, yes. And it paid off, man. I met so many other people, and being able to have those opportunities, they don't come around a lot, especially for rappers. It's like when you get to the Roots level, or when you get to Nas level. Yeah. Musicians like that don't want to mess around with little rappers from Perth.
But the thing is, though, and when you get to those artists, and I believe a lot of artists that I have met that are at that level, those Nas levels, they are the one. A lot of those ones are the true ones that understand where it comes from, and supporting those young artists and supporting people that are up and coming. Because that's where they get their inspiration from. They lose it at some stage from forgetting what it was like to have those
100%.
moments.
We all get caught up like that, and it takes just keeping the right people around you, and also just, keeping a level head about everything, and also not putting so much pressure on yourself. Yeah. Because I feel like as things start to pick up and the pace gets faster, we tend to kind of just forget about all those little things, and then it's nah, man, don't get caught up in the hype. Yeah, don't get caught up in the hype.
Is there any moment when you've kind of asked yourself, should I keep doing this?
Yeah, for a long time, a lot of the time, because it's very overwhelming. The whole putting yourself out there, kind of sharing so much about yourself as well through your music, which for me is my thing. I'm very personal in my music. So, it was always one of those I struggled with for a long time. Attention, all that. It's weird. People are like, but you perform, so why would you be uncomfortable with people giving you a compliment or something? I'm like, because I'm an artist too. I'm a bit awkward. I'm a little bit this is my thing, But then it's kind of nah. Once you let all that go, just, hey man, you're just, like I say, I always treat everything like it's a privilege, Yeah. I'm just grateful.
Well, I feel like exactly like you just said there, you're very open in your music and in your lyrics. Was there a point where you kind of realized that that's what people gravitate towards?
Big time. So on point. Yeah. And that's why I think a lot of the reason why I kept going, because people don't really, at the end of the day, people, they do want to feel, they do want to relate. They want to, feel like they, that they have a story similar to someone else, and that they can open up to as well. And so when people come up to me and go, oh, that song, that part of the song when you say this, or when you said that, it really hits home, and they tell me a bit about their story or what they went through, and I'm like, yeah, man, that's enough for me to be like, man, you can't complain about anything, So, yeah, definitely, that's a big part of why I keep going.
Are you used to everyone, people calling you Hyclass now, rather than your
my name?
Your name?
My mum and dad's name.
Your birth name?
My birth name. Yeah. There's a lot of things I've had to just get over. That whole getting called a Hyclass. Yeah. When I'm not performing is it is what it is. But I always kind of go, yeah, but you can call me Susie. Like, if
Mhm.
it's a friend of a friend's, or,
Yeah.
you know, my friends, they like to gas me up sometimes. And,
Do you feel like your personality changes when you walk off the stage? Like, do you have a stage personality?
oh, yeah, big time.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm on stage, I'm scary, man. Like, you know, I put it down. Like,
Yeah.
I don't muck around. Like, that's another thing. That's what I'm just like, it's like, you're so hardcore on stage.
Yeah.
But then when you're off stage and I met you and you were like just so lovely. And
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
Because lovely on stage doesn't really work.
No,
Yeah.
not when you're like spitting bars
Yeah.
like I do.
The stage at Platform, you know, this is the second one, and then experiencing, and you know, the our first volume 1. The atmosphere in there is, you know, so supportive, and everyone's there for good music and to, you know, find artists that they haven't yet. What are you bringing to, you know, this performance next week at Jackrabbit Slim's that, like, people you think that maybe haven't seen you or heard you before will kind of gravitate towards?
Oh man, for me, it's very much about, you know, staying kind of authentic to the art form.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm very much about the bars. And I think that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
I just want to bring some bars and just like flex my raps, you know, and just like very
As
much.
you should.
Yeah,
As
which
you
is
should.
which I mean, I could go about it, but that's basically what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, so people can, I mean, like I said, there's all kinds of different styles of hip hop and rapping, and they're all very special and unique. I love all kinds of styles, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I guess my flow is very quite traditional-ish,
Mm-hmm.
and like very 90s. Everyone always like, oh, you're so 90s boom bap.
Which is one of the greatest compliments I think you can get in hip hop.
Come on now. Yes, I can't again. I can't not take that as a compliment. But I mean, at the same time, I just be able to show. I kind of came up like battle rapping and you know, in that kind of environment of rap. And I feel like every time I kind of get on the mic, it's like my chance to show people, like, that's what's, you know, this is what's up. It's a skill.
This is what I do.
It's a skill, you know what I mean? Like, and so I just try my hardest to show the skills.
Your track Yeah Nah is like one of my favorites of yours.
Thank you.
Production on that is absolutely insane.
Aww, not mine, but shout outs to the producers.
But the track, like, you sound on that like a young MA, just like so really like focused on what you're doing. What's that track for you about?
It definitely has a, you know, like a more of a modern sound, and the energy is definitely a bit more flexy. Yeah. I guess the other stuff that
you put your big chain on when you were recording that one?
It was definitely that kind of vibe, you know?
Yeah.
I had to get in that zone. Yeah. And I guess it just tells a story, like, of my, you know, the last 2 years I've been doing music full time now, and I feel like I've just gone through a lot of things, a lot of positive things, but also things where I'm just like, wow, okay, you know, people, I feel I haven't changed as a person, but some other people or things I've come across have changed a bit. Yeah. And not so much in a
positive way?
Positive way. And which is kind of made me go, ooh, that's strange. Yeah. That's different. And I just wanted to talk about it, you know, and at the end of the day, like, just still kind of say, well, no matter what I've kind of gone through, all these things that I've gone through, I'm just still going to be me, you know, and just stay true to me and things that are important to me.
Do you, girl?
My family, my friends, and just doing what I'm doing now. So, yeah. But I'm happy you like that song.
I love it.
I'm going to do that. I'll perform that next week. So.
All right. Well, we appreciate you being a part of it, and we're excited to, you know, see you perform next week at Platform Volume 2. October 11th, come out and check out Hyclass. Yes. And you're going to perform Yeah Nah for me?
For you. Yes. For you.
Awesome.
Specifically for you.
All right. I want that. Make sure right before, like, Dustin, Yeah Nah.
It's for you. It's about you. No, he inspired it. No. But thank you so much for having me.
Of course.
I'm really excited to be a part of the event platform. I appreciate it. So
Great.
Yeah, can't wait.
Love it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great interview. Nailed it.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Oh, you
So
know.
easy, so smooth.
Yeah, it's you.
Nah.
It's you, man.